everybody. Why am I getting a squeal? I don't know why I did, but I did. Anyways, my balls are in the way. That's why. Hang on, let me. I can't even see my screen because I put up a fucking chat over there. We got a few people out there in chat already. What's going on there, Jen Ryan? Thank you, baby. Here's a big heart for you. I gotta send one out to Jordan too. Hey, J Money. Oh, that's for you, baby. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Who else we got out there in the chat? We got Thomas Hall. What is going on? Dustin Stewart is what is happening. Vaping Joe M. Brother, I hope you're feeling better. Get some rest. Al Ben, what is going on? We got Hitman. Randall Hayes, thank you for stopping by, my brother. Hope Bag, what is happening, my man? Clint Johnson, Tommy V crew in the house. We also got Church. What is happening? Dave B, what is happening, mofos? Glad you stopped by, man. Thank you for coming by. It's Thursday night, and you know it's time to talk about it. I got some funky questions tonight. Anyways, but we'll get to those in a few minutes here. But as I'm still setting up as we're doing this here, and Kelly, what is happening, baby? Thank you for stopping by. I haven't seen you in a minute. What is going on? I hope everything is well with you. And with all that said, we seem to be caught up at the moment. So great, Lebowski. Rob, what is going on? Advert at the kickoff. Hope these pricks actually pay up. Dude, you don't even want to know. Go over and take a look at the picture that Big Lou put out today for what he gets for revenue. It was like for the last 30 days, it was $1.89. It's ridiculous. Stu Rep, what is going on? Dave Satek in the house. Tommy V crew. I forgot to add that. I can do that in 2 minutes, but I got to add that out there because Dave Satek, one of my newest patrons. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for stopping by as well. With all that being said, why don't we talk to my number one? He is my number one because he's like the co-host here on this show because I invite him here I like him. I love to hang out with a dude. All right. But anyways, dude love, brother. J Money, what's going on, man?
Shit, just chilling, trying to get through this fucking shit, man. Just dealing with too much shit at one time. It's just driving me crazy.
Hell yeah. I hear you, man. What are you vaping on? Anything good stuff?
I'm only vaping on the Rebel with the Asgard 30 with Alter Ego Crooks. That's it for me tonight. Haven't been wanting to vape a whole lot lately. I just haven't felt good, and some juices fuck with me more than others. So,
and there will be some that will affect you. I mean, even I forget some of which ones that affect me because I just don't use them anymore. But they would end up. You'd almost make my stomach feel like it's being twisted.
Yeah,
you know the feeling of what I'm talking about. But man, I know you've been going through some shit, and I hope they work it out for you, man. Positive love, man.
Thank you.
Well, absolutely. I'm Tommy Vapors. You know what time it is. It's time to talk about it. Mr. Cobra Fire, what's going on, my man? A couple things that I am vaping on because I want to just show them off anyways. But we got the Mech Life. We got the Mech Life. Shout out to Des Turner. Hell yeah. That is, I mean, come on. What are the odds? I mean, seriously, when he sent this, the RDA he didn't send or that drip tip. But what are the odds that I would have a fucking drip tip that would fucking just like bam, fucking match right up to it? Alicia, what is going on? What is happening? Alicia, thicker than a snicker. Here's a big heart for you, baby. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, mama. And in that, I do have, and this is in my opinion only, I have what I call Aunt Flo. It's a strawberry cream. And many of you DIYers know mustard milk. Well, I did my own spin, and there's 3 different types of strawberries, 3 different types of creams. And to me, I believe this is the most amazing strawberry and cream, in my opinion. I believe it's better than the original mustard milk. And that's my opinion. And that's what it is. But again, big shout out to Des Turner. Loving this fucking mech, man. Appreciate you. Next thing I'm vaping on is my vert. Why do I have the vert here? Oh, because I was using the other one on the other one. But anyways, I got the vert with the unicorn RDA. I got to stop getting stoned so much, man. Holy cow. But anyways, and in that, I have some butter pecan ice cream, which I can't talk about because I've been trying to make this one. And I know, Jay Money, you showed me one. But I've been trying to recreate one, and I haven't. So a friend of mine, and we're just going to say that, and that's where I'm going to leave it, is help me out. And that's what I'm vaping on into that one. And in this one here, I got the US 1. Shout out to Truckin' Vapes, which he might be joining us tonight. He is out on the road, and Real Stevie J, War Pigs in the house. And so shout out to Truckin' onto that. And on top of that, I got the OG Dead Rabbit with the brass Challenger cap. And in that, I have my own. This one right here is I am surprised how good it is. It's called Butter Pecan Custard. And it's yum. And always, I always have my disc one. This is always. I mean, I sleep with this one. This is my favorite all-time liquid of all time. And thankfully, I have a very close friend that makes that. So anyways, it's Thursday night. I hope everybody's had a spectacular week. Mine has been shitty. Mine is still not complete. I got to go to the doctor tomorrow and have some blood drawn. So I've had some shit going on the last couple of weeks that, just hoping to get things straightened out. And they believe it might be due to the climate and everything that's going on, but they'll figure it out. That's what they do that for. That's what they get paid to do. That's what they get paid to do. Anyways, who else do we have out there? We have Kevin K. Aloha, my brother. Thank you for stopping by. We also have Arby's out there in the chat. What is happening? I regret so bad that I never got to try this one. Randall Hayes, you stick around long enough, you never know. It's like I said, this is you never know. You never know. You never know. Anyways, it's Thursday night. Hitman, you left your Jamaica shake at the drive-thru there, Stevie J. I'll tell you, man, this US 1 hits like a fucking beast, man. It really does for a little simple 18650. What a fucking nice fucking mod, man. I mean, the fucking switch is like butter. I hope Joe, he got one of these. I sent it to him, but it was actually through Truckin' Vape, so it was kind of a collab, but it was something that we kind of worked on together. But Joe, I hope you're enjoying yours as much as I'm enjoying mine. Like I said, that switch is butter, baby. Hell yeah. And again, I hope you're feeling better, brother. So, anyways, the first one is, what would you know? Yeah, let's ask that. No, we're not going to do. Yeah. No, we're not gonna. Anyways, one of my wife's favorite shows. This is brass. This is all brass. And I got the brass Challenger on top of it. Ain't that switch nice, Joe? I'll tell you, man. But anyways, getting back to it, one of my wife's favorite shows, and many of you watch shows during the daytime know who Kelly and Ryan are. Ryan Seacrest and Kelly Ripa. I can't stand the bitch myself personally. Ryan I kind of like. He's kind of funny. He rocks it. Chaser, what is going on? Thank you for stopping by, my brother. But earlier in the week, she showed me one of her shows that she had watched, and she had it on DVR. And the question that was asked was, and I really, and I honestly, I want you guys' honest answer to this. Don't come up with a story unless it's real, okay? I'm not gonna ask for photos, but seriously, I just really want to see what some of you guys have done. But the question was, It was husband and wife week, okay? And this guy, you ever see, remember this movie, Joe's Apartment, where the guy lived in New York City and had all the cockroaches, living with all the cockroaches, and they were all like his friend? Okay, so this is the guy that had said what he had said. So, but it was husband and wife week. These people were getting married, and these other ones were he was celebrating their anniversary or something, all right? But they were, the newlyweds wanted these people to do the thing. So it was on Kelly and Kelly and Ryan's show, but over the way everything is through via Skype, so everybody's talking to one another and whatnot, like what we're doing here. The question was, where is the most weirdest spot that you have had sex? Okay. And one of them had said something. It was kind of boring and everything. And one of them was in the parking lot of a Lowe's parking lot. Rock on, man. Hell yeah. But the guy that was from Joe's apartment and his wife was sitting right next to him, she laughed, man. So, I mean, she was part of this. They were at a concert. And you know what the porta potties are at a concert?
Yeah.
They had sex in a porta potty at a concert, and his answer was, "Well, when it's that time, when you really want it, you do what you got to do."
I'd rather just fucked in front of a bunch of people out while I'm listening.
Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, what is she gonna do? Bend over, looking at all that shit and piss and fucking granny rags and fucking tampons and everything, and while he's hammered from behind? I mean, even my wife was being very descriptive about this.
Why would you want to touch anything in there?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Why would you even want to just touch anything? Never mind fucking there. Holy cow.
Walk out with
fucking Dave B.
Walk out with disease. At least when you're in a crowd, you can like pull her pants down from the back and enter and just go to town, put her hands on her shoulder. And it wouldn't matter because you're moving with the music. So
exactly. And the thing of it was, his wife started giggling, so it was real. Oh my God, I couldn't fucking believe it. I watched it like 3 times. I'm like, nah, this is fucking bullshit. And then I'm watching her, and she was laughing during church. You fucking rock star, Stevie. Hell yeah. Cemetery or church parking lot was the weirdest. I fucked in cemeteries. I bent a girl right over the fucking one of the stones, man. Fucking hammered her on it. Fucking left her leaning, baby. Hell yeah. But mine was in a fucking broom closet in the subway. That was my weirdest one. That was for me. In the subway. Hey, Jen Ryan, I see you on Facebook. I see you're a Sagittarius. What day in December are you born? Not just I just happen to be because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm the 19th. But I just happened to see that. I was just curious. Sagittarius rocks. December 13th. Hell yeah.
Mine's not really weird. It was just really surprising. So I was like, back in high school, me and my buddy were riding around, and he's like, let's find some chicks. And I was like, okay. So back in the day, no one had cell phones. So I called this chick, and I was like, hey, you want to ride? And she's like, yeah. So we went and picked her up in her neighborhood, and there was this abandoned cul-de-sac. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, back then I used to have a fucking Slam Toyota truck, and we just kicked the doors open, laid her across the fucking seat, and we're filling her like fucking Chinese finger cuffs.
Hell yeah! Nice.
And that's probably the most awkwardest thing ever. But at the time, it was like. I was like, hey, let's switch. And he's like, okay. And we'd fucking Chinese fire drill around the truck.
Hell yeah. And Benelli, fucking rock star, in the men's bathroom at a Seahawks football game. They got a standing ovation. Brother, I salute you. Hell yeah. On the front counter at McDonald's. Hell yeah, Joe. You were having your Happy Meal. Fuck yeah. Al, Ben, fucking Sagittarius rock, don't they, man? Hell yeah. We're the fucking rock stars of the nation, man. Hell yeah. Let's see who else we got out. Durando said that was my most embarrassing moment in a graveyard, caught by a cop. Indecent exposure. Talk about face red. Oh yeah.
Well, at least you were by a school and got a fucking sex charge.
That's right. It could have been worse.
Dude, fuck.
I learned about sandburn banging a chick on the beach. I had a carpet burn on my ass for months. Hell yeah. Dude, that fucking sand gets hot, dude. Fuck yeah,
dude,
man.
You go boogie board and it'll fucking erase your nipples.
Yeah, yeah. Oh shit. It's fucking hot as fuck up here, man. I don't know why I just don't put air conditioning up here. Oh, wait a minute, because I want to sell my fucking house and get out of this state. Sorry, I lost my. I left this planet for a second. Some interesting places. How about you, Alicia? I'm not hearing anything, Alicia. Come on, Alicia. Come on.
Tommy, you want to leave Pat's Nation?
In the sand dunes. What's that?
You want to leave Pat's Nation with Cam Newton coming?
Fuck Pat's Nation. Fuck all Boston-based teams. And I hope fucking Brady goes down there and goes 15-1. And I hope fucking Belichick goes 0-16. So there's where I stand. Fucking Dolphins, hey, rock on.
You're not gonna hate. You're not gonna get any complaint out of me because I'm looking for at least 11-5.
Yeah, I think Vegas has them at 13 wins, dude.
Yeah,
I think Vegas has them at 13 wins, if I'm not mistaken.
Top 5 offense.
They're going to be sick, dude. I mean, they had some. I mean, that running back that they already had down there, and they got a good defense going on already in Tampa.
Dude, we've already filled every hole that we need to.
Yep.
To predict.
I mean, now you even got Edelman down there too. Now, right? Didn't he show up down there? Who was the receiver that was that just showed up there? No, you got Gronkowski. You had Brady, and then there was I want to say Edelman. Who was?
I don't think Edelman's come yet. But we really don't need them because Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are the best receiving core in the NFL right now. Plus, we already have 3 great, tight ends. O.J. Howard, Gronk, which are considering the GOAT of tight end.
Try not to say tight end. We don't want Cowboys showing up, all right? We don't need Cowboys.
Cameron Bright. So I think we'll do good.
Hell yeah, dude. I think you guys are going to be really good. That's crazy talk. They're unproven. Yeah, but, I'm a Dolphin fan. We always have fucking unproven, man. Wendy Blank, hell yeah. It was at an Ozfest tour bus. Isn't weird, but it wasn't his tour bus, and we slipped in the baggage compartment. Oh, yeah.
But listen, unproven doesn't mean unperforming.
Right.
You got to remember, you got the greatest quarterback of all time. Yes, he's older, but still at the same time.
Didn't last year he still throw 40 touchdowns or something like that?
I don't know, dude, but the guy is great. And
the guy, I mean, like I said, I can't stand him as a person. I think he's a but on the field, he's a fucking legend. You can't take that away from him.
Dude, his work ethic has been nonstop since he's been in Tampa.
Right.
He's holding drills on his own, and the NFLPA is fucking pissed about it because he won't listen to what they're telling him.
Yep.
Because he wants to get familiar with his offense, so when we do start football, he's got a chance to win.
Yep.
Can't hit the guy for that.
Nope, not at all, man. Did I tell you how nice this fucking mech is? Fucking shout out to Des Turner. I fucking love this thing, man. You rock star, you.
And Cam Newton, all he's on is a revenge trip, so the Patriots aren't going to do well.
Yeah, because he's already complaining. I don't know why all the other teams over didn't sign me. Dude, we already have one whining asshole that's already out of football, but they're still hanging around making fucking dollars. But we already have enough of those. Just go in, play your fucking game, shut your mouth. Take your dollars and walk away. I mean, he was a good player.
That's why Cam Newton signed the league minimum, is just to go prove other people wrong. I mean, I get that, but at the same time, what happens if you go there and fail?
Right. And that's just it, and I expect him to. Ryan Lord, big gang, what is happening, my brother? Thank you for stopping by as well. Bubby, what is happening? Who else we got out there?
Didn't you look like the asshole, you know?
Yeah, that's true, Wendy. If you want to go back and remove it, and that's perfectly fine too. You can do that if you want to swing up there and just remove it so nobody else sees that and leaves any kind of thing. If you're more than welcome to. I'm only asking for fun, and if you'd like to remove it afterwards and nobody does, know your business, that's perfectly fine. You can go up there and just delete it if you want.
So, Dave Satek, is that Tupac or Biggie? Or Dr. Dre? Have they made up a mind yet? Who's doing that?
You want to take over for a second? I just got to do something real quick.
Yeah, man. I mean, because I'm confused about the whole Black National Anthem thing. I don't get it.
I do have one question. And this is something that maybe have been addressed already, and this is no way, shape, or form meant in any bad way. But what are they going to call the day after Thanksgiving?
Neutral Friday.
He's got talent, but he's been really, I just don't see him coming back the way he was. I'm just not a big Cam Newton fan. He was a talent, don't get me wrong, but he was like lightning in a bottle. For a few years, he was good, and after that, he kind of went downhill.
He's like, let me put it to you like this, Benelli. He's like Colin Kaepernick. One and done, son.
And that's the reference who I was meaning of with him whining like that. Why did everybody else overlook over me? Nuggy! But because he's whining just like Kaepernick, man. You know what I mean? I mean, he really only had that one good year. And then after that, what did he have really before that? And what did he have after that? He was an average quarterback. He had that one spurt of like a year and a half. He was our Arby's. We have the meat. Hell yeah.
Well, and then you got to figure, like Kaepernick, same situation. Took San Francisco to the Super Bowl, lost, had a losing record consistently afterwards. Same as Cam Newton. One and done.
Yep.
One and done.
Jennifer Boyer, what is happening, Mama? Here's a big heart for you, baby. I hope everyone's well. I hope JD's well. I hope the grandbaby's doing well. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm so glad to see you. He's never had a Belichick game plan. Well, and that's just it. I mean, but I still believe Belichick was as good as his quarterback. And he had the best quarterback. Because if you look at Belichick when he was in Cleveland, he was a mediocre coach. So his 2-week span as a New York Jet coach was nothing more than just another way for him to get to New England.
So you don't think that Cam Newton, which is because I'm in my favorite team's in the NFC South. Cam Newton was there for years. You can't bring somebody into a structured environment that is a audible calling machine. You can't do it. You can't do it because he's going to call audibles all day long, and Belichick's fucking system's out the window because he's going to do what he wants to do.
Because he's going to, because he's already established. And
yeah.
You know how they say, old bulls, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And once that's in your pedigree already, and that's the way he always was when he was in Carolina. He was the one. Basically, he had a coach, but he was still doing what he wanted to do because he was their golden child.
He called all the plays. He called all the balls
because he was the golden child there, and they allowed that to happen. So you are 100% right. I believe he's going to go into New England and try to do the same thing, and him and Belichick, and then he'll be gone. I don't believe he'll last there 6 weeks. He'll be gone.
That's why Antonio Brown was gone so fast. That's why Randy Moss was only there for a year.
Exactly.
If you throw a monkey wrench in Belichick's system, you're fucking done.
Yep. Yeah, they all do play for that high dollar, man. That's for real, man.
It's just,
and a lot of them do. Once they do get that money, they're like, fuck you. But like I said, I can't stand Brady, but the man has made his dollars. He reminds me of the Jeff Gordon of NASCAR. You know what I mean? He was always the golden child. He was the one that always had the glamour shots. He was the pretty boy. He was, you know what I mean? And that's where I look at fucking Brady the same kind of way. And I couldn't stand Jeff Gordon either. So,
well, and then same thing with Jimmy Johnson as well. He surpassed Jeff Gordon, and Jeff Gordon owned part of his car. So why would Jeff Gordon try to, he knew he was on his way out. Jimmy's winning all these races. Pass the torch.
That's it.
When you know you're done, you're done.
Bubby, over here, the worst football team, which is real football. I mean, I know over there football is different, but for many years has been my team. I'm a Dolphin fan. Every year we struggle to get, 3, 4, or 5 wins. Once in a while we'll throw in a 7-8 win once in a while, but every year we're pretty we're at the lower rung, but it's still my team, man, since the 70s. So
we had like 4 teams, man. To be fair, 2 in the AFC, 2 in the NFC. The AFC is Miami and Ohio, Cleveland Browns. NFC is Tampa and usually Arizona Cardinals.
Yep. And Russell Wilson's a fucking GOAT too, man. He's badass. I love Russell Wilson.
Dude, I heard he's getting ready to move and get paid.
He deserves it, man. The guy's a player, man. And fuck yeah, Dave. Antonio Brown is a piece of shit.
That's why no one will sign him.
That's it. Thank you, Bubby. I appreciate that. They may get the sponsor and advertisement money, but I really think they are going to see a huge loss in net income through ticket sales due to fans not. You know what they're going to do? And you know what I heard? One of the craziest things tonight is they're going to start just blasting sound in all the stadiums to make it sound like a crowd to help the players, be a little bit more into the game by hearing the roar of the crowd.
Well, because if you go into an NFL stadium, you're going to basically be playing scrimmages if you think about it.
That's what they're doing for baseball. It starts officially next week, baseball.
Yeah,
right?
I watched spring training stuff, or not spring training, but late summer training.
And summer school or whatever.
It was like weird seeing, I think it was just in-house scrimmages.
Yeah.
But, man, some of the shit that I was watching, I was like, this can't be fun for them either.
It's got to be boring as fuck because
no crowd participation, no nothing.
But I really feel that's what they are going to be trying to push their narrative is putting this fake sound into these fucking stadiums, and then they're going to start doing everything pay-per-view. So this way here, they are still getting their revenue.
Shut your mouth.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. They are trying to make every part of this country a fucking welfare country. a welfare state in every part of this fucking world, man. And if they can just keep everybody burrowed into their fucking houses and let them send you a couple $1,000s a month just to fucking get by, they have all the money. They have all the power. Let's not go down this road. I am going to shut my mouth.
Yeah, because I'm already touchy about that.
But you can understand where I'm going with that. You know what I mean? Sin, what is going on, baby? Here is a big heart for you, mama. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, it's just the whole thing to me is a fucking shit show, man. All this shit is. It's like in the beginning, the first thing I said when we said social distancing. Next thing you know, when this is over, everybody's going to be afraid to talk to anybody anymore.
That's part of their narrative. That's all a part of their narrative. You keep people separated, you can control them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, once you have control, they tried it with all the kids when they were doing it with the vaping. And like I said, I don't want to go down this road. I heard a bookie.
It's like,
hell yeah.
Just herd a sheep, man. Herd a sheep.
That's exactly it.
People
conquer.
People should just use their better judgment, man. Because, like, my mom, we went out the other day. It was me, my mom, and my granddad. And mom was like, "Dad, you don't even have your mask on." I said, "Mom, it doesn't matter if he has a mask on, because if he touches something that somebody had coronavirus on, he's going to get it."
You know, you got to look at these fucking numbers, man. I mean, look what they caught Florida doing. People were going there to get their test, waiting and waiting and waiting. And so they waited so long, they left. A week later, they get a letter in the mail saying they tested positive for fucking corona without even being tested. So there's a lot of skewed numbers out there. All the people, they just want to keep everybody under wraps and be fucking blind. That's why I keep on repeating. They want people to be sheeple. They want to keep on hurting people. They want to keep that scare tactic. They want to just keep separated, because if no one talks, no one knows nothing.
Well, when I went in for my scope the other day, I had to have a fucking coronavirus test, right? So I went and fucking the lady shoved the fucking thing up my fucking brain, and she's like, "Are you doing okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, scratched my fucking back lobe there because you're missing something." And she's like, "Oh, it'll be over soon." And I was like, "Well, goddamn, you just swabbed my whole fucking skull."
Depending what happens after November 3rd, isn't that when the election is?
Yeah.
If we have a new president by November 6th, you won't hear any more about corona. I'm telling you. If we keep Trump, this will continue. But if we end up with a new president, it all goes away. You watch.
Well, you got kid touching fucking Biden coming in. That's fucking super cool.
He's ahead of him in the polls right now, man.
That dude's a fucking weird creeper, man. Like, if I saw him touching kids, I'd want to punch him in the face. Because he don't just touch kids. He, like, fondles no-titty little girls.
Yeah, and he's like smelling their hair.
Yeah.
Licking that earlobe a little bit.
He's a fucking weirdo, man.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I know, Jen. A lot of them have, because, and again, when the hospitals are doing that, again, they can skew that, because if you die from pneumonia, the insurance will take about $9,000 of that. If they put down the corona, they can go from $18,000 to $28,000 that they can put down. So if they put people dying, because even though they died of pneumonia, well, they had that virus in there, so really it was corona that killed them. They can put that on the death certificate. And again, it's all about the dollars. And hello, Jennifer Washburn. Thank you for stopping by, baby.
It's funny you said that because we had one death here in Wyoming, which we're not a super populated state, but the guy was 90-something years old. He did have coronavirus, but he died of kidney failure. The news pumped it out as he died of corona. Now his family is suing the shit out of everybody.
Because also that will affect on how people die and how their life insurance policy pays as well. So I mean, it's a sad situation that we are living in. It really is. And you're exactly right, Church. That's the way that they want to try to get the chip everybody.
Maybe I got chipped when they shoved that shit up my brain.
Dermot Dillon, long time no see, man. Yeah, you're exactly right, Wendy. I did hear about that. They weren't allowed to even perform the autopsy on the deaths. They were just signing them off as being that. They weren't even allowed to do the full autopsy on them to see what the actual cause of death was.
What are you doing, buddy? Go. What are you doing, buddy? Say hi to Tommy.
Jennifer, you're exactly right. He's 100% about taking guns away. Hey, what's up, buddy? Where's the piggy?
Where's your pig?
Where's the pig?
Go find your pig.
Big Red, what is happening, my brother? Yeah, I don't know, man. You think that they would have done better? What is going on? Lives Rotten Curtains. What is happening? Thank you for stopping by. You know it. That's our secret, baby. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah, it's right there.
But did I show you that matchy game? Dude, look, I mean, what are the odds of me having a drip tip that would match that to that fucking, I mean, from top to bottom, we are fucking total sexiness. Look at that. Just look at it. Just look at it.
You've been impressed with that for weeks.
Dude, I really am, because I think when I seen this, I liked the color, right? And I remember right away when I seen it, I'm like, I have a drip tip that'll match that. Sure enough, when it came in, I fucking threw that fucking Thesis RDA onto it, whatever that is. The
Barrage.
Yes. The highest rated 3.5 RDA by none other than Thesis himself, the Barrage. But the most exciting part was when I ran upstairs and I grabbed that fucking drip tip and I went, tits! I was like, I went downstairs. That's exactly what I did to the wife. I went, look at that. Just look at it. That's why I keep on repeating it, because it cracks me up, because that's exactly what I did to the wife. And I'm like, what are the odds that I would have that? Hell yeah. Hey, Jennifer, I hear you got one of those boxers. You're in that boxer life now. Hell yeah. Yes, it is, Dave B. And that, like I said, it really is. And I don't know why. I was just more impressed that I actually didn't have to go and have one made or go. I had one. And as soon as I seen it, I knew I had it. Damn.
Well, I'm sending one to Dez.
Nice.
He's never tried it, so. And I got it on the 4th of July sale for 44% off.
Wow.
It's like a sore dick, man. You can't beat it.
Damn right, man. Speaking of beating, no, let's not go there. Jennifer is my daddy. Jennifer is my daddy. Sitting in white. That's why I said that's. See you, Tommy and Jay Money. Wendy Blank, thank you for stopping by. I wish you well and continue staying healthy for sure. If anyone sees Bill Hubbard, tell him. I will tell him when I see him for sure. The first thing I see, I will tell him, Wendy. Thank you very much. Hell yeah, rocking on with that roast beef. Hell yeah. Don't tell me you had to swing that way, Jennifer. Come on. Did you have some of that au jus? Did you end up with some of that au jus just to get that boxer? Come on. Come on. Come on. No, that's not good. I don't want to.
I had a cheat day today, and fucking that shit's laid me in a coma all day.
That'll do it though, because it gives you that fucking like that food coma or something, dude. It just sometimes.
Dude, I could take 2 bites and I'm fucking.
Yep.
It's like because I've been fucking eating so right lately, and fucking. I was just like, I told my mom today, I was like, I'm gonna have something good. So I went and got some shredded beef, green chili enchiladas with beans and rice, and fucking mowed about half of it, and then I slept for like 4 hours.
Jennifer makes me want to vomit too. But, I was listening to some of Josh's show earlier, and I kind of have to agree with him to a point. Benelli kind of was calling him out saying, hey, dude, you went down on that for that, Says a lot about it. But you know what? I'd fuck a snake when I was younger. I'd fuck a snake if someone would hold it. You know what I'm saying? At the time, it gets to that point sometimes that, if you go back for second and the thirds, that's your own fault. But the first couple times, you're making up for lost time. But so, I'm not faulting Josh onto that. And then, what happened is what happened. It is what it is. And if she was the one that offered to buy it, and if however that played out, he ended up buying it for him. Now, bottom line.
And that's nobody business but theirs.
That's it. And whether they want, I love it when he does that, and they want to blast it onto here. Well, if people say something, well, you're blasting it already on YouTube, whether it's her or him. If you're talking about it, other people are going to talk about it. So people shouldn't get upset when they go into one of their other shows and people say something. And like I said, I'm not saying Josh was upset and the other one, but what affects them. You know what I mean? Don't let it affect you. It happened to happen. Move on.
I just say let lying dogs rest.
Exactly.
This will die off eventually.
Exactly, Bubby.
Allow it.
Exactly. If you don't keep on feeding the fire, it goes out.
That's why I refuse to talk about it, because it's not my fucking business.
But it's Thursday night, and we talk about it.
Well, I'm not talking about it here.
We can't talk about it. Right now, we can't talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. It's that juice I don't want to talk about. It's that juice I can't talk about.
That's it. You can't talk about it. I don't care what show you're on. I can't talk about it. But that's the name of the show.
Well, we can talk about anything else, but I'm not talking about that.
I hear you. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm just over it. Fuck. I'm sick of it. When it's consuming everybody's shows, it's like, let's move on now, folks. Because, to be honest with you, you got to think, out of everybody that watches all of us, is that the only thing that motivates you every day is to listen about their shit? God damn, man. I feel sorry for you.
Hang on, I got to check something real quick, because I know at the beginning of this show, within 5 minutes, I already had 1 thumbs down. I got to go see how many I got so I know who to shout out.
Hey.
Hey, I got two. I only have two, so I'm only going to shout out the two of you that took the time to think about me. I mean, that that right there tells me that you love me. You love me. You love me. Admit it. You love me. That's why you come over and give me that thumbs down, just so you know that I know that you know that I know that you love me. So thank you for those thumbs down. Even before the show started, I know you took the time out of your day to come over and say hello. I love you. Thank you. You rock.
And thanks for the participation.
That's right. I do appreciate. Don't think for 1 minute. Don't think for 1 minute I don't appreciate you, because I do. You have a daughter, do you not? Who are you talking to? I'm not. I'm done reproducing. Yes, and but you have a daughter. I see where you're going with that, Sin, and I kind of agree with you on a little bit of that. So I mean, some of that what you had said earlier. One part I do agree with. One part I don't agree with. RC7, but we can talk about that at another time. Who else we got out there, Sin? I have two daughters and one who may have children, not until she's 50 years old, though. But by the time she's 50 years old, she might not have that opportunity. That's where Sin is talking about, and I can agree to that right there, to that point. You realize it's almost been an hour already?
It's insane, man. It goes by fast.
It really does.
Thursday, Friday go by so fast.
I don't know why, but they do, man, for real.
It's insane.
I am really digging this. It's butter pecan custard, and this one is mine. This one is mine. I could talk. I'm not gonna, but I can talk about that one. This one I can't. This one I can't, but I'm not gonna. If you want to know about this one, when I post it, I will be posting a recipe onto it over on ELR. But I mean not for a few more days, because I still want to play with this one a little bit more. I will not play with it. I'm gonna vape. I want to make sure it doesn't fade after a few more days, because it hit my timeline, so that's why I'm just opening it now. So I want to see how it actually.
Tommy.
What's that?
That's what she said.
Damn right. That's what. Hell yeah.
She don't want to play with it and let it die out.
No, she likes to play with it when that motherfucker's rock solid, dude. When that fucking main vein is just fucking throbbing. It's her favorite moment. She knows.
You can fuck it down. Wow, and it just says, "What else you got?"
Damn right. But she knows when that main vein is fucking throbbing like that, she automatically starts singing, "Rocket Man." She knows it's splash time. Hell yeah.
Get the helicopter looking off. It's kind of hard to do when you rock hard, though.
It really is. You try to do it, it's just gone. What are you doing? I'm trying to helicopter.
It only moves so much, so stop. It's making it anyway, so just go with it.
You're making me hot. Really? No, I'm fucking sweating.
That's funny shit.
And again, Sin, I have to agree. Get it from more than one source. Don't just watch like Fox News, CNN, CNBC. I would recommend watching like 8 different ones of that same kind of topic, and you can pick out the truth out of each one and piece it together, and then you'll have your true story. But definitely just don't get it from one source.
Never.
Because in every lie, not trying to say anybody's name, but in every lie, there is some truth. Not that I'm throwing anybody under the bus that might be driving at the moment. I'm not saying anybody's name. BBC also is good, but, You should never. I don't even know where I was going with that. Let's just forget it. You were going like this, and that's what got me. It was like, you're going to pull out your little penis, aren't you?
No.
No.
No, I was just saying that because that's something that I always say, is every lie has a bit of truth to it.
Yep. Jim Bookie. And absolutely, Dave, I kind of have to agree with you. They do all have their agendas. But like I said, if you watch enough of them, you can pick out the truth out of each little bit of each one of them to actually get the real truth. But you have to watch all of them. And that's why they do it. They put them into little all over because they know people don't have the time to figure that out.
Boogie Down Productions, what's up?
Hell yeah. Bookie in the house. Well, we are rolling up on the hour. So why don't we start backing it out? Why don't we pull out and do the old finishing move? You know, tap him on the forehead. You know, pull out and tap her on the forehead.
I'm going to wipe my dick on the curtains.
Hey, shout out to Des Turner. Hell yeah, brother. You fucking cracked me up when he told me that day, man. I almost spit out my coffee when he said that. I was drinking and he said that. And I caught myself, but oh yeah, I fucking almost lost it when he said that.
Excuse yourself quietly.
Yeah, right. He does it just so calmly. I'll just wipe my cock. Hey, well, the time has come. The time has come. Do you remember what was the name of that? Midnight Oil. They were like a one-hit wonder. They had that one song. They were from Australia.
Burning.
Yeah, that's the song. And I think the name of the album was Beds Are Burning or Midnight Oil, Midnight Oil, Midnight Oil. I think it was or something like that. But they were and they only had that one real hit. They had a couple other songs, but they never did anything. You didn't hear any more from it.
Ask Boogie, he would know. He's Australian.
Hey, Boogie. I'm not calling him Boogie. I'm calling him Boogie. Hey, Boogie.
Yeah, I always call him Boogie.
I know. But we're Midnight Oil, they were from Australia, weren't they? Or am I too old for you? I know I'm too old for...
Jim's old as dirt.
I know I'm too old for cowboys. Hell yeah. I'm just saying. It's fucking hot as fucking tits in here. Yeah, they were a great band, as I said, but they only came over here and they had only that one big hit here. Yeah, Bobby said the same thing also. Spike, what is happening, my brother? But when I heard that song when they first came out, I'm like, God, I could really get down with this group, you know? And then it was a fucking nice, had a nice beat. Peter Garrett, yes. And then it was kind of like they just never heard from him again. There was like late 80s, I think it was. Early 90s. And they kind of they fell off. You never heard anything more from them. But that's for another night.
You gotta think. There's only two bands that come out of Australia that had any longevity. One is NXS and one's AC/DC. Everybody else is irrelevant. Right.
NXS, man, I love that. Even now they still, I mean, you still hear their shit and it sounds relevant to today's music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was saying even their older stuff.
Because it was blended well. The guy had a great voice. It just sucks that he killed himself on cocaine.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But if you listen to their music now from then and they play it on now, it sounds like it could be something that's fresh. You know what I mean? To today's standards. They were very advanced. But like you said, that's and then also, yeah, I know there's a bunch of bands over in Australia that are Tony Laura, what's happening, my brother?
Well, I'm sure, Jim, but those are the two most relevant, and you can't say they're not. if ACDC can find another Bon Scott ripoff, then they would still be touring.
Yes, they would
But
be.
Brian Johnson, he got the throat cancer from sucking wiener, so
That'll do it, man. That will do it. I think it's the cum shots that build up onto the like down through the esophagus and everything, and I kind of like it just makes that lining right there.
It wasn't lubing the vocal cords like it should.
Well, yeah, but I think that's how he was able to hit those notes. It was kind of like reverberating, almost like he would hit that and he'd hit like a vibrato, but it wasn't coming out from the top end of his vocal cords. It was just bouncing off the fucking esophagus of all the cum juice just going like that. So he'd have that, he had that almost that into there. Yeah, that's the sound. But I think it wasn't coming from the high end. It was coming down lower. So it's like all the, like when you throw butter into a skillet and it kind of like dances. Well, that's what the cum juice was doing on his fucking tonsils. I mean, on his esophagus like that. So when he hit those notes, you get that like that. That's where he was getting the sound from.
In my opinion, Brian Johnson was no Bon Scott by any means.
No, not at all. But they were still they were one of my favorite bands altogether, man. I mean, they still were, always will be. I don't care. You know what I mean? I mean, the old stuff, I enjoy it. I still play it to this day. So,
yeah, I don't really listen to much 80s AC/DC is more than I do the 70s stuff because growing up in the 80s, it just killed me to listen to fucking Back in Black 5 million times. I'd be happy to never hear that again.
Oh, come on now. You got to follow that up, though, with Quiet Riot. Come Feel the Noise.
They were just Slade ripoffs. They covered every one of Slade's songs and got famous. That's insane to me.
I know. Yeah, Lashy Doyle is Doyley is from Allendale. Yeah, Adelaide. Yeah, Adelaide. But anyways, let's get a vape and get out of here. Well, we gotta have a couple different shows, man, because we've touched on a couple different things on different shows: sports, cars, music. We gotta have some different. You know what I mean? I want to bring people from the chat if you want to come on. I mean, I know Church is a big fucking music dude. I bet you. I mean, he could probably school us for real. He's fucking really. I honest for real. He's a fucking knowledge. He's got knowledge, but I would love to have like one night of just bringing on people. And like I said, I can get 10 people into here now, so we can really have a lot of different bouncing off. You know what I mean? And but anyways, that's for another time. But yeah, I'd like to get that and have a night of. We're going to talk about that.
That would be cool. That would be definitely cool for a talk about it night.
Yeah,
for sure.
And like I said, we can have one about music one night. We can do sports another night because even when we were doing that, you seen like Benelli piping in. He's a big Seahawks fan. He loves his football too. He's a big dude also. Yep. And just know enough to be dangerous. Absolutely, Church. And you're a dangerous fella. I'll tell you what. Love you, man. And, like I said, and then we've talked about cars and shit, and muscle cars and stuff. Yeah. I mean, those are different things that we can just talk about because we all vape. You know what I mean? And there's not a lot on the horizon. There's things that are coming out, but not like it used to be. And, and a lot of the stuff that's coming out, it's going to the bigger reviewers. So you can only, if you get it, by the time you get it, after the reviewers already get it, it's already gone through 16 reviewers. So am I going to be the 17th one? What am I going to bring to the table differently?
Yep, I agree with all those dudes.
Exactly. So other than me showing you that I'm using it while I'm talking and we can talk about whatever, you know what I mean? It's still a reference of saying, it's good enough to be using every day. And, if you have a question, ask about it. You know what I mean? That's why one of the reasons why I like to say what I'm vaping on, only because I'm not going to beat something because you can only beat a dead horse for so long and then it's kind of redundant, So I'm just saying, I mean, that's why I've kind of, not that I've gotten out of the vape game because I don't ever want to be out of the vape game. and I want to still be relevant, but I want to be able to bring other things to the table, because that's what you want to do, is have a content creator. It doesn't, just because we are all so focused before on vaping. Well, it's a dying industry. We have to face that, whether we want to or not. It's not like it's ever going to, like it was. It'll never be the same, even if it sticks around. There's going to be a lot of jewel pods that people don't even know that they, that didn't even know that their other half vape jewels. I'm going to marry you. But anyways, you vape jewels? You put a diamond on my hand, and you're just telling me you vape jewels now. I told everybody you were a social media mogul, and you're fucking vaping a jewel. You realize I have 800 subs that come in. I mean, there's only 3 in the show right now. I know that, but I have 800 subs that wanted to know that you were because I told them you were a internet mogul. Fucking, you were like the best, and now you're telling me you vape a jewel, and I'm wearing your ring. Damn it. Soft cocks, NFL. Hell yeah.
Well, see, there's something, and that's something else here, like you said, it's dying, man. It's not like it was not last year, but the year before, when fucking people were dropping shit left and right every other week, man, for years straight. They flooded the market. They should have waited and fucking just put shit out slowly.
But because every year it's popping up saying that this could be the end. This could be the end. So all these companies, they're going to, and I have to agree somewhat to Benelli, what he had said earlier too, about people using that word cash grab. But that's what businesses do every day. They're capitalists. That's what they are. And, and again, you get these reviewers. And again, I'm not against, that's how this country was built, was making money, putting your product out there. And you have to be, it might be a cash grab, but you have to be a capitalist to do that, because if you're not on top of it, doesn't matter what you make. If you're not pushing that product, if you're not getting it in the right hands, you're not going to have any sales. And if you want to make money before all this ends, you're gonna do what you can to flood the market to get as much out there to get as much money back.
Well, here's the thing with the sheeple thing. Quit being followers.
Exactly.
Just because fucking Mike Vapes puts out 50 products a year, don't mean you need to buy them. Don't mean you need to buy them.
Right. And that's the thing.
I don't buy any reviewer products anymore. Just for the simple fact is, I'm not going to fucking pay somebody to put out an RDA with their name on it, because how many people really built that RDA from the ground up? Not many.
Right.
They just slapped.
I agree with that.
China gave them and fucking said, buy this.
Yep.
And then they promote it because they're in the fucking top 10 of the reviewer league. Then everybody's going to buy them and say it's the greatest shit ever, when I bought my fair share of stupid shit, and that's why I refuse to buy it again, because I'm not going to keep sending my money to some motherfucker that could give 2 fucks about me and their product shit.
Yep.
I buy it once, I use it once, and then I fucking put it back in the box and sit on the shelf, or I give it away. Right.
And Dave B, I agree with you. That's why I said it, because every company, whether they're utilizing a reviewer influencer, because it doesn't have to be a reviewer, just an influencer, real influencers. And I'm talking about, you have to, if you have 100,000 subs, you're an influencer. You're influencing people. You know what I mean? I have a small amount that I influence, but if I had 100,000, I would be really considered a influencer. Okay, so you don't even have to be a reviewer. You have to be an influencer. And when you can get 100,000 people to follow you, and then you can show something, there's probably a good chance that at least 10,000 people are going to, out of that 100,000, are going to probably buy that product. You know what I mean? And that's how low that number has to be out of 100,000. If you get 10% of 100,000 people buying that product. So I'm okay. Like I said, so I do agree. I like to throw out the cash grab just to fucking get people under people's skin a little bit, and that's all I really do it for. I have no teeth in this game. I haven't come out with no product. I have no teeth in this game. I just hope that when I'm talking about something or explaining something to someone, that it helps someone, and that's all I really want to do, and that's all I've ever wanted to do is help someone. But so when I say that about, but again, it's all about making money, like what Church said, like what I said. That's how these companies and country was built, was being able to make a product that influence people to buy your product. So it's not really a cash grab because nobody's holding a gun to your head to buy that product. But if if you believe in that person or like that influencer, and they come out with that, that's where that gives you the reason to purchase that product. But again, no one's ever tied to make you do that.
Here's another thing that kind of burns my ass. You get these reviewers that are putting out products daily, and now they're opening their own websites, and they're charging double for the fucking price of juice that you could buy anywhere else for half the price.
Right.
And people are going to that website and spending that extra money because they're foolish.
Yep.
It's that simple.
And that's just it. But again, that falls into that same category like we say about sheeple. Once you have a belief in something, it's just like what's going on in today's world. Everybody is led to believe, because even the news is a influencer. All of our politicians are influencers. Again, that's what I'm saying. The bigger the influencer, the bigger the sheeple. So even in today's society, they're doing the same thing, but they're doing it to keep people off in their houses. You know what I mean? It's so, again, it's just a matter of how it's being driven to make it work.
But here's the thing, that people are justifying it by saying it's capitalism. I get it's capitalism, but you don't have to be the stupid ass that falls for it and pays double of what everybody else does when you can go to another website and buy it for half the price. Right. You're just being ignorant.
And greedy. Absolutely. All right. Again, let's not go down this avenue. We've been saying it for the last 15 minutes. But why don't we just let's get a vape and get out of here. Again, everybody, you know who I am. You know who J Money is. J Money, I hope you join us tomorrow night. I got Cyborg Coils is going to come join us again tomorrow night. He's one of our he's one of my Patreons also, and he's going to come out and hang out with us as well. And you never know who else might show up. Everybody, thank you, each and every one of you guys. I love each and every one of you guys. I tell you this all the time. I look forward to hanging out with you guys. Without it, I mean, my week would be really boring. Truly, I love each and every one of you guys. Tune in tomorrow night, and for a little bit more chaos, we always try to bring the fire. Bring the fire on Friday. Bring the fire. Yeah. So let's grab a vape. Get out of here. Remember, everybody, educate, advocate, masturbate. Yeah. Ejaculate. The best part. Love y'all. Bye.